joined by a young gentleman named Payton who graciously agreed to be interviewed. He's 16, rides a dirt bike, and really wants a street bike, but
My mom won't let me.
why do you think that is?
She thinks too dangerous. Everyone out there is trying to kill us, apparently.
Does your mom ride? Has she ever been on a motorcycle?
Yep.
And she doesn't like it?
I don't know if she liked it or not, but
Obviously, if she's not riding and she's scared to let you ride, maybe she had a bad experience. What do you think?
maybe. I honestly, I have no idea.
Where'd your dad go? Maybe we need to ask him. I know in my case, I had a mom that didn't want me to ride. My father would sneak me out of the house to let me go with friends to ride, but yeah, no. I understand that, and from her perspective, it was because she'd had a bad experience,
Yeah.
right? So we can understand moms being protective. However, what is it about this KTM that drew you?
I just kind of always liked KTMs. I think I mostly got that from my dad, but I've always liked the look of them. And
Well, it is a pretty nice looking bike. So, tell me, 16, that means you're probably about
grade 11.
grade 11. Okay. And aspirations, what do you think you want to do for a career when you're a little older?
A welder.
Well, that was a pretty quick answer. What is it about fabricating, welding that has your mind tweaked?
I started it last year and I just loved it. Like,
Yeah?
there's,
See that gal over there?
Yeah.
She's a welder. She works for the TV show, Yukon Gold Rush.
really,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? It's a pretty interesting world when you get to be 16, come to a motorcycle show like this, find a motorcycle that you really like. You're going to save up for it?
I think so.
And what about taking a safety course?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who do you think you'll take your motorcycle safety course with? Have you done any research?
I haven't done any research. I have no idea.
If you want some advice, Alberta Safety Council. Yeah, they've got a great facility. But so let's get back to this motorcycle and what it is about it. Obviously, you can put your feet flat on the ground.
Yeah.
You're really comfortable on it. Was it just the look? Just the stance of it? Is that what captured your mind?
Kinda. I've always liked the RCs. I kind of like the adventure bikes.
So, young man, sport bike in his blood, and a mom that doesn't want... Moms, you can't keep your kids in bubble wrap. Please. Thank you very much for taking a few minutes with me. Deeply appreciate it. I'm being joined by a lady rider named Filipa Borges Rechlo. She lives up in that Lloydminster, Saskatchewan, Alberta country, and she works up in the Yukon as a welder. She's a millennial rider. She's 35, and she fits in that group of people that I'm so curious about. Find out a little bit, Filipa. We've spoken in the past about your job and about what you do for a living, but we've never actually really talked about who inspired you to ride.
I grew up in Southern Ontario where riding is huge, and we have Friday the 13th at Port Dover. I started riding then and started loving the bikes then and wanting to ride then. So I don't know, I just always fell in love with bikes at a young age.
Was it like anybody in your family riders?
Not that I'm aware of. Nobody in my family rides. Off camera, my dad's a biker. But biologically, I don't know him. So, yeah, it's in my blood somewhere, but nobody in my immediate family actually rides.
Now, what do you think that makes you a little unique compared to other women your age? Because we're struggling as an industry to figure out how to get more women, number one, and younger people on motorcycles. The whole industry seems to be struggling with that question right now. What do you say?
They just got to get more comfortable with it. Women got to get on a bike and enjoy it. They are catering to women with the smaller size bikes now, like the Harley Street, 750 Street or whatever it is. But you just got to be more encouraging and got to get girls out there thinking that, you know, we can do it. We can get on these bikes and ride with the boys. There's no problem with it, and it's fun.
It is a lot of fun. Now, okay, you're a welder, which is also a pretty unusual trade for a girl. I know, 5 or 6 female welders, but in your age group, again, it comes down to a lot of people in your age group aren't working.
I don't know. I work hard. I've always been taught to work hard, and you got to work for what you get. You put in, you're gonna get.
That's right.
You put in hard work, you're gonna get
A
a reward out of it. That's just the way I was always taught and brought up, and I was on my own quite young, so I kind of had to grow up quite young and learn that way through trial and error, basically. But
Do you have friends your own age?
not very many, I'm not going to lie. Most of my friends are older than me, if not younger than me, and I take on the big sister role. But most of my friends are older than me.
So, taking on a big sister role, what does that look like?
Just inspiring them, telling them that, that there's more to life than just partying. I mean, I did the party thing when I was younger, and there's way more to life. There's time to grow up and get your together. Especially at 35.
Well, yeah, especially at 35, I get that, but, we're looking at a range of young people. Some are very passionate, very driven, and really, I look at them like I look at you, and I see a younger version of me.
Mm-hmm.
I was you 25, 30 years ago. So, what do you think it's going to take for this industry to really be able to capture the minds of women? Because I think the hearts are already there. I think it's the mind that's stopping them from going.
I think a lot of these women riding groups is a big help. They get girls together and get them comfortable, and much like I think you interviewed the Litas, and they're a great group. They get girls together, they get the fear gone, you get your nerves gone, and I don't know, I think you just need to get more camaraderie amongst women together, and it'll come.
Okay, so camaraderie with women. There's an interesting conundrum. Because as you and I both know, women are pretty fearless, can be really catty, and not necessarily always nice to each other.
That's true, but it's also the case with men. I mean, working in an all-male industry, they can be just as catty. It's just you gotta get all on the same mindset and not let the little shit bother you. Like, just go out and enjoy it. That's why you do it. You buy it to enjoy it.
Buy it to enjoy it. Just do it. I guess Nike really did have it right.
I guess so.